Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition and the final edition here at Simsational TV and AK Racing for Wednesday Cup in the Porsches. It's getting very, very sad that we're coming to a close here with the final round of the championship here right now live. I am Zach O'Reilly, your commentator tonight. My co-commentator Chris Munro is in the corporate box down at the MCG tonight watching the Maroons versus the Blues in the State of Origin. So living the high life there for him for sure, but that's okay. Someone here's got to do all the fun stuff, and that's exactly where I am tonight. And we're about to go qualifying here, ladies and gentlemen, from the Adelaide Street Circuit. It's an absolute rip snorter. I can't wait to see what happens here. We've got a bit of a different format tonight. It's a special one, and I'm excited, that's for sure. Let's see what we are getting up to here. We are at Adelaide. We are at the famous Clipsal 500 back in the day. And qualifying is 10 minutes long. Race 1 is 15 minutes. Ignore what that graphic says because we finally switched it up at the last minute. Race 2 is going to be a reverse top 15, but it's an 18-minute race. And then our final race of the season is going to be a full reverse grid. Absolute pandemonium, I would say here, but a 20-minute race for race 3. So I'm going to run out of breath of plenty of times, that's for sure, while we're commentating. But the Adelaide Street Circuit is an absolute belter. 3.2 kilometres, 14 turns, and these guys are doing 126s, whereas the fastest ever lap time around here is a 116. A good 10 seconds faster, ladies and gentlemen, and I've already seen carnage happen in the background. Oh my goodness gracious me, where are we going to sit here with the standings? In the grand scheme of things, Nick Mallow has pretty much run away with this championship and taken it. He's the man on screen at the moment in the background as our drivers do the hot lap to open up their account for the qualifying session. And Nick Mallow is going to win the championship. Alex McEwen is a no-show tonight, so well done to Alex McEwen. Won the last season in the 86, is going to win it here again in the grand scheme of things for the Porsches, but that is your championship standings. Fabian Fitness is going to jump into second if he has a really good race, and so is Nathan Hughes if those two are going to battle it out with Jake Buttigieg too. Three-way battles, we've seen plenty of them. That is exciting stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for that to happen. Andrew Ferguson has jumped up into 6th place. Kim Weckett has come through into 7th. Daniel Cicluna, no-show for tonight. He is going to be out of the championship. Ryan Kennedy and Benny Hines will be wanting to get into maybe the top 5 by the end of the night. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But that's where we sit at the moment. Qualifying now, we've got a good 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And Nick Mallow is going to be the first man to open the account here tonight at Simsational TV and AK Racing. It's been an absolute pleasure calling the season with you all here in YouTube land. Loved every single moment of it. And what better way to finish it off with a hot lap here to open his account. Nick Mallow makes his way around turn 2 here at the Adelaide Street Circuit. Navigates that nicely. Jump on board and see how the man does it himself. Here, a bit of sideways action over the curbs there. Get the slingshot in here, second gear, run it over the top of the curbs, use all the exit of the track, and that's exactly what Nick Mallow has done there. On for a good lap here, I would say, is Nick Mallow. Slap it up into 5th gear just before you get to turn 8. Turn 8 is an absolute key part of the track to get right. If you run it too wide and do exactly that, you are into the wall and could be pandemonium there. Hard braking down to turn 9 hairpin. First gear, just get it pointed in nicely, exit beautifully, not too much oversteer there for Nick Mallow, and he'll point it in here to turn 10 and 11. Very, very tricky to get right that. You get a lot of oversteer on entry if you jam it in there too hard. Navigates it well, does Nick Mallow here. He's going to come around here and run over that curb, run the car right to the grass, heavy braking, second gear, first gear, get the car pointed, then turn around onto the final corner of the Adelaide Street Circuit. And where will this put him in the grand scheme of things? I'm not too sure. Let's see what it puts him. He has done a 126.8. to open up his account here. Closest was a 126.1, and that was the fastest we ever did, so not too far off the pace already. Brandon Pierce doing a great job. Second place at the moment here for qualifying, with Fabian Fitness right behind them too, but only a tenth, not even a tenth between Nick Mallow and Brandon Pearce at this stage. Andrew Ferguson's done a banker lap. So is James, oh look at this, James Bullock having a good crack here as well in the German liveried Porsche for tonight. He is back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see him up and about there. Look at the purple sectors happening at the moment. Nick Mallow's up on his personal best. Fabian Fitness is a good 2/10 up on his personal best at the moment. And the Iron Rod, James Claypole in fourth. 3 and a bit tenths up at this stage. It's been sensational stuff here in the practice server. Let's see what they can bring in the grand scheme of things for the qualifying at the moment. Bananarama is in ninth at the moment with 130.6. He's going to want to get a better lap in, I can guarantee you that. And this is where he can come into play tonight. That is an awesome livery. I love that livery. The most colourful one on the grid. Shawnee Mitchell's bumped himself up into 6th. All the times are now starting to tumble, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening here for the event. I'm loving this. Look at that sideways action. We're going to see plenty of that in the racing. That is Jake Buttigieg going over the curbs very nicely. He's going to be on a quick lap. Bananarama in Rick Banana is going to be on a quicker lap too. He's 7/10 up on his personal best. Nick Mallow, though, is about to cross the line and not improve his time. He must have got held up or stuffed it up in the last section there. Brandon Pearce, no improvement there. Fabian Fitness goes bang. Thank you very much. He is on pole at the moment, provisionally. 6.5 minutes or less just to go in the server. That black Fabian Fitness Porsche is looking very, very good tonight. It's a bit of a black widow. I like that. That's awesome. And now, bang, even Kim Weckett's gone slap. So look at these times at the top of the tower so far, ladies and gentlemen. 126.6, 126.7, 126.8. That's an errant Porsche getting in the way. Fabian Fitness is up 3/10 already on his PB. He just lost it there circumnavigating that car, but he's found it once again. It's going to be interesting to see where Fabian can put his Porsche tonight. We've got cars going left, right and centre, reverse, drive, whatever you want. It's only a couple of gears, ladies and gentlemen. That's another one in the background going completely sideways too. Holy mackerel. What is happening here? Let's go further back to the grid. Brent Cook is having a good day at the moment. In the top 20 is the chef, or the B-grade chef as we call him, because there is another cook around here at AK Racing. So the B-grade chef and Gordon Ramsay are in a duo tonight. Nathan Hughes has jumped into the 127s with a 127.9. Fair bit off the pace here at the moment, but he's going to want to be getting something better on the board than that. He'll be a little bit up the field, I would say. His pace just dipping off at the end of this season. I'm not sure why, but it seems to have just done itself a mischief there and come a bit of a problem. But no worries. Nick Mallow's gone bang. 126.2 for Nick Mallow. We saw that coming in the purple timing sectors there. 126.2, ladies and gentlemen, is now the new norm for everyone here in Sundry. That is very, very quick, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly beating the lap record set in the practice session. Very, very good stuff. Brent Cook is in 14th at the moment. That's really good. Ryan Nielsen, the funeral director's jumped into 11th place here at the moment. Look out, Andrew Ferguson's been knocked out of the top 10 at the moment. He's wanting to get on his bike. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. It's going to be very interesting here to see where Andrew Ferguson can put himself in the grand scheme of things. He's in 5th at the moment. 127.2 for him. That's a good time. He's got to get about a second further up the road if he wants to take pole out. Nick Mallow still going quicker here. He's a good 10th and a bit up on his PB. Just misses the wall there. That was absolutely sensational stuff. He is braking hard. Lost a few tenths there in that sector. Must have got a bad run out of turn 7. Not sure where that put him in the grand scheme of things, but he's bang on his personal best here. You can see in the bottom right-hand side of your screen there that we are bang on where Nick Mallow wants to be. He's good 2/10 off his personal best at the moment, according to that final timing sector. Where's this going to put him? That is a errant Porsche going off into the distance there. It's not going to hamper Nick Mallow, or he is. Oh, geez, got cut off at the last second there, didn't Nick Mallow, in qualifying. Not the best place to be, but he is going to still manage to beat his personal best in the last sector with that. That is some pretty good stuff. Here comes Jake Buttigieg. He's out on track now, coming in for his hot lap. Outlap, sorry. Andrew Ferguson was 4.5 tenths up on his personal best, and he's a good length up here. He's going to be dipping himself into the 26s. Is Andrew Ferguson. Let's see what he can do for the last section of the lap here. Can he get it all pointed in and turned excellently over the final curb into the right-handing hairpin, if I can speak properly. Lost a bit of time there on the exit, but this is still going to be a good lap. 126.4 coming up, I would say, here for Andrew Ferguson. Bang! Into second place goes Andrew Ferguson. What a drive from him at this stage. 3 minutes left to go in qualifying. He'll be happy with that, will the Fergmeister. And that'll be some celebrations if he can keep that going. Not hitting the wall too hard there. That won't help you. But excellent stuff there from Andrew Ferguson. It's been sensational to see him going around this season. He's done well, Andrew Ferguson. He's beaten the young buck in the Fergo household in Junior Fergo, that is Jack. And he's done himself proud, I would say, in the father department, has Andrew Ferguson. The underground mammal is in the pits, but he is sitting in 8th at the moment, about to do his opening lap to come onto a final hot lap around this Adelaide circuit. It's all happening, just gives way to a couple of cars going down the field. James Claypole, the iron rod, he is up, it says on the timing tower, but not up enough. He'll be 3/10 down by the time he gathers it up here, I reckon. Now, top 10, though, is Nick Mallow, Andrew Ferguson, Kim Weckett, Nathan Hughes, Fabian Fitness, Brandon Pearce, Jake Buttigieg, Jack Ferguson, Nick Mole, and the iron rod in James Claypole, who comes across the line and bumps himself further up the place. He is in 8th. He's going to 28.4. Not where he wants to be. The Donut King livery looks sensational. Really, really liking that pink livery there. That's cool. I really do enjoy a good livery around the track. Tony DeLuca, however, good to see him in 14th, doing what is his best? 129.4. So he's in the sub 130s. Is Tony DeLuca. Good to see where he is at the moment. Brent Cook is there. We've got Johnny O'Brien sitting in 19th place at the moment. Is he going to find any more time? He does. He bumps himself up to 17th place. Excellent stuff there by Jay Brown. Look out. Here comes Brian's cousin, ladies and gentlemen. Whack. Straight into the top 10 to go Jason McFadden. And Brian is happy man at the moment. The ARIA charts are looking good. I give you the hot tip. It's good to see one of the main men out here on the track, and we love seeing a good result from the McFadden Meister. Not doing that, though. That won't help you. Brandon Pearce getting wobbly here, but he's got one more lap. He's got time here to get himself out of 7th place and hopefully punch himself into the top 4, maybe even for a pole. We don't know, but still, that 2nd place and 1st has been solid for the whole qualifying session here with Andrew Ferguson and Nick Mallow in 1-2. It's not going to help him there, Pearce. He slapped the wall on the exit, I reckon. And I think this will probably be maybe a better lap, if not a little bit worse. Fabian Fitness isn't anywhere at the moment. He is navigating his way around a back marker, trying to get out of the way. Is Fabian. Is he going to be up on his personal best? I'm not sure. Maybe this is his out lap. I didn't see where he sat in the grand scheme of things in Fabian Fitness. Look at that. That was beautiful stuff. Sideways as all hell. It was Fabian into the final turn. Let's see if this is his hot lap or if this is an out lap indeed. Well, he's got 10 seconds before he crosses the line. So bang! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 1:26.276. There is an absolute bee's foreskin between Nick Mallow and Fabian Fitness at the moment. And he's going quicker, is Fabian. He's a 10th and a bit up, 2/10 up in the first sector. He's navigated that excellently there to get himself gathered up for the final bit of qualifying. It's all done. The checkered flag is out for about 8 or 9 drivers so far on the grid. Fabian Fitness is up by 3.5 tenths here on his personal best. Can he keep it going with the rhythm here around Adelaide Circuit? This is going to be a hot lap if he can get it done. He will probably end up in the 1:26.1s and probably extend his lead a little bit here at the moment. He's just lost a bit of time there on the exit coming into turn 7. So let's see where it puts him. He's about half a tenth up. Nick Mallow, though, has got a red cross out lap. He is up, ladies and gentlemen, on his personal best, and he's in the wall. He is out. His qualifying's over. Fabian Fitness, though, is going to take pole, I would say here, unless Kim Weckett has something to say about it. He is still 3/10 up in his personal best here. Is Kim in 4th place. Let's see where this puts him. I'm going to say he's going to get into 3rd place, I would reckon, if he can stick it all together here at the moment. Oh, sideways coming into the final turn. There is Kim, and he's overshot the exit. That is going to hurt him big time for Kim. I don't think this is going to help him in the pace department. 1:26.4. Kim had the pace. He had the pace, ladies and gentlemen, and he's just let it go. But that is it for qualifying. Whew. What an awesome spectacle there. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to forgive me. My voice has not recovered from the football on Sunday. And if it sounds a bit high or it sounds a bit deep and boring, that's where it is. But this is your results here for qualifying. Fabian Fitness, bang, puts it on pole. 1:26.276 is the time. Nick Mallow, 1:26.295. Have a look at that for a foreskin. Only 1900ths of a second, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Ferguson, only a 10th and a half behind Fabian in 3rd place. Kim Weckett, 4th. Nathan Hughes, 5th. Jason McFadden, 6th. Brandon Pearce, 7th. Jake Buttigieg in 8th. James Claypole in 9th. And the Junior Ferguson in 10th place. 2 Fergos in the top 10. That's dangerous stuff. Clayton Pine off 11. Ryan Coleman, Shawnee Mitchell, Nick Mole, James Bullock round out your top 15. with Oliver Longley, Banana Rama, Ryan Nielsen, Tony DeLuca in 19th. He'll be happy with that. William Bullock, Clayton Waters, Brent Cook, Nielsen, Brown, Waterboy, Matthews, Envy, Bensley, Pinckney, Power Broker in 30th, and Logan Miller will be in 31st and dead last. He will come in and have a good crack tonight. Our good long mate from overseas, Taco, having an excellent time here at AK Racing. I can guarantee you that. He loves it here. So, without further ado, let's get stuck into race one. It's 15-minute spectacle around Adelaide coming your way soon. So, get your cares. Get your comfortable, your favourite shoes on, your slippers, your best pyjamas, your favourite pillow behind your head, wherever you are. Get all the condiments as well ready to go, because we're in for a great event tonight here, ladies and gentlemen, with race one coming here for the final time in Adelaide at Simsational TV and AK Racing in the Porsche Cup. Race one will be up soon. Don't go anywhere. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is exciting times, and what a better way to introduce this round and the final round with the first race tonight with a bit of our co-commentator's own personal band. Skip the pleasantries, ladies and gentlemen, get around it. Girls like you don't date losers like me. What an absolute belter of a track there for everyone. And Chris Munro is the bassist in that particular band. So man of many talents is the Chris Munro machine. And it's good to see him up and about at the MCG. Loving every second of it is our man, Mr. Munro. But missing him here in the commentary box nonetheless. Don't you worry about that. Good to see people in the chat at the moment. It's looking fantastic. This is your grid, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening. We've got Fabian Fitness, Nick Mallow, Andrew Ferguson, and Kim Weckett are your first 4 drivers. Then we've got Nathan Hughes, McFadden, Pearce, Buttigieg, Claypole, Minnie Fergo, and Clayton Pine round out your top 12. Our next race, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the top, is going to be a reverse top 15 grid. So if this is where they sit, Nick Mull, if he finishes in 15, for example, he's going to start the race in race 2 off pole position. So 15th place and beyond is hot property. Don't you worry about that. It's all going to be coming down to this shortly here at the Simsational TV land with AK Racing, putting on a show for us tonight in the Wednesday Cup. I don't know who's going to predict what in the chat, but I think a lot of our drivers are having difficulty with setting what tyre pressures they're going to run, because this circuit, the fronts can get really hot on some corners and then the rears are just copping everything. So it's going to be a rate of attrition, I would say, and see what happens with everything in the grand scheme of things for motor racing. I'm excited, and a lot of people in the chat are having a good time at the moment. Good to see Chris Pinkney in the chat, but also on the grid tonight. We've got Rain saying a bit of Spanish there as well, so it's good to see everyone out there and having a good crack. This is some good stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. Tell me who you think's going to win race 1. Is it going to be our man off pole position, Nick Mallow, or is off second row, or is Fabian Fitness right next to him, who's got the better line, if you don't mind, running into the grand scheme of things here into turn 1. Let's see what he can do. And I reckon Nick Mallow, that is the view, ladies and gentlemen, that we can see. Nick Mallow's got all of that to look for because the lights are up and we are about to go racing here. We are set. 15 minutes coming your way for race 1 of 3 tonight here at Simsational TV, AK Racing. We've got 6 lights ready to go, and it is off and racing here in the Adelaide Cup at the moment. Nick Mallow's got a beautiful start there. Fabian Fitness right next to him. No, I'll stop the riff-raff there with the horse chat. Here we go. Fabian Fitness has got the jump on Nick Mallow, so he's going to take first place here. Oh, he's Nick Mallow in the wall. He's out completely. Here's Nick Mallow. He's gone sliding down the grid. He's somewhere there. I can't see where he's gone. Oh, no, he's managed to gather it up. Finally, I think he just got out of it, but that is disaster there at the moment. Nick Mallow still finally managed to gather it up. I don't know how that happened. Carnage everywhere at the background. That's Bullet going around. That is some hectic stuff here at the back, ladies and gentlemen, all finding their way somehow around the carnage there. Banana Rama's got up a couple of places. Oh, that's Tony DeLuca around in the background there, and there's cars going everywhere. James Claypole's around. That is Ollie Longley, Tricklebank, DeLuca. Everyone else is sort of facing their own. We got cars in the air. The power breakers doing monos. Ladies and gentlemen, geez Louise, what's going on there? Let's get out of this, and that is all over and done with for those guys. Monos, sideways action, whatever you want. Look at this. Nielsen is having a good crack here at James Bullock. Sideways coming into turn 8. That is some excellent stuff there, Brian Nielsen. He's going to take the whole shot coming here into turn 9. The hairpin, a very, very good passing opportunity here is the hairpin, that's for sure. What is going to happen between everyone in sundry? Banana Rama's gone down a place. Andrew Ferguson, the biggest loser out of all that carnage at the start. He found himself off the second row and is now finding himself down in 13. The Einstein man is not having a good time. He's trying to find his way around the outside of the underground mammal, Nick Mull, and he's done that just on sideways all across the track, ladies and gentlemen. That was incredible save there by Andrew Ferguson himself. But everyone gathers himself up here for the second lap of Adelaide. It is just incredible. Look at how the cars bounce and bobble around off those curbs. Looks like they're sailing up to Uranus by the time they get back down. That is awesome. Ryan Coleman's having a good dig here. Is he going to go too far up the inside? No, he's not. He's found himself perfectly in sundry. Shawnee Mitchell has got around Clayton Pine. The pine cone is finding himself on the wrong side of the circuit, and in every way he doesn't want to be. This is a very, very tight section. Coleman sends it straight up the inside. Oh, that was a great move there. McFadden's around. Brian's cousin's around. That is James Bullock going into him. These two are now parked in position completely on the wrong side of the circuit. They don't want to be there for too long, but that is another unforced error for Jason McFadden. He was on for millions, and now he's found himself all the way down in 16th. Without further ado, let's get back to the racing here. This is a good battle here. Nick Mallow's having a crack at Jake Buttigieg for position 2 here. Brandon Pierce is behind them, a long way around. Oh, geez, speaking of long way around, that was actually what Jake Buttigieg just tried to do, but didn't work out. Nick Mallow's got himself up into 2nd position, taking that place off him. So we'll see what happens to Nick Mallow and Fabian Fitness. They're 3 seconds apart at the moment. Just watch that counter there, ladies and gentlemen, because I reckon that gap could decrease at some point. Fabian puts in the fastest lap, 127.6 and 127.5 by Nick Mallow to overdo him. That is some fantastic driving. 127s already. With a bit of fuel on board here in the Porsche Cup Cars. Get a bit tail heavy, and it's interesting to see how the car behaves. I'll tell you what, speaking of behaviour, Shawnee Mitchell will be counting his lucky stars. He's in 5th and a good fair way away from anyone else. He's got the Ronnie Coleman livery flying around there. And if he drinks behind the wheel, ladies and gentlemen, at the pub, he's definitely a lightweight. He's already warned you. So don't get yourself too happy for a night out on the piss with Shawnee Mitchell, that's for sure. Jack Ferguson, though, however, he is a brilliant young star here in the AK Racing land. He's finding himself up in 8th in front of the old man. The old man's just there in screen at this point in time. So Jack Ferguson has taken over the old man in the domination department. So this could be interesting. Let's see where it puts him in the grand scheme of things. He's having a bit of trouble there navigating, just getting himself around that corner at turn 8. He's going to dive deep under brakes here, get it slapped and turned into turn 2, into turn 9 in 2nd gear. He's finding a bit of a margin and a cork in the bottle in front is Shawnee Mitchell, because Clayton Pine is getting onto the back of him at the moment, and I reckon Ryan Coleman's going to have a sniff at this too soon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's all on. Sideways as you want. One hand on the steering wheel, gathers it up somehow. Still manages to get it up the inside of Shawnee Mitchell. They're going to go side by side here into turn 1, into the chicane. You don't want to do that on the best of times. Shawnee Mitchell has got the better run, though, on Clayton Pine. Is Clayton Pine going to send it up the inside? He is. Oh, geez, that's ambitious. That is very ambitious there from Clayton Pine. He managed to get it done, but over the track. So I don't know if that gained an advantage whilst leaving the circuit for Clayton Pine. But nonetheless, that's where he is at the moment, and that's where he finds himself. So we'll see what happens to Clayton Pine in the grand scheme of things. He's navigated that corner nicely, but the gap at the front, ladies and gentlemen, is down to a second. Look at Nick Mallow. He can see that black Porsche getting ever so closely. Poor old Nathan Hughes has broken his shifter somehow mid-race, so he is out, and I'm not sure where he is, but he has not continued, so he's broken his shifter. Maybe go to the paddles, mate, and see where it all sits in the grand scheme of things. You still can drive these with paddles, don't you worry about that. But Nick Mallow now is climbing his way up the grid and trying to take P1 of Fabian Fitness at this moment. Going to be interesting to see where it goes in the grand scheme of things. Nick Mallow versus Fabian Fitness, that's going to be a battle to look out for. Let's have a look further up here. Jack Ferguson is still in a battle for 8th place. He's got up the back of Ryan Coleman, which is good, but he has to get that position done cleanly, and Jack's going to have to think about where he's going to do that. Ryan Coleman goes defensive there straight away. So now Jack's going to have a beautiful run, but he gets halted mid-corner by Ryan Coleman's deficit of speed there at the apex. So he hasn't got a run here coming into turn 1 once more. There's Jack Ferguson. So it's going to be another lap, I would say, or a dive under brakes maybe into turn 9 at the back straight for Jack Ferguson to get the move done. If Ryan Coleman keeps it on the track between now and then, who bloody knows? It's all happening, but this is the battle at the moment we want to look at. It's incredible stuff here. Shawnee Mitchell's hold his own. Clayton Pine has got past Shawn Mitchell, but now Shawn Mitchell is looking in his rearview mirrors for Ryan Coleman, Jack Ferguson, and now Andrew Ferguson. Old versus young is brewing here at Simsational TV, AK Racing. Look out, the old versus young. It's the old bull versus the young calf here. And look at Jack. He can see his dad coming up in the rearview mirror. and he's thinking, I've got to get out of here quickly. I'm going to get a run here on Ryan Coleman. I think he's just got that done here, ladies and gentlemen. Up the inside. No, he hasn't. He's got out of it very, very wisely. But Ryan Coleman's nearly stuck it in the wall in defence driving. But here we go. Andrew Ferguson going to take a move straight on the on the young fat. And is he going to get it done? He's going to get it done. A double pass there by Andrew Ferguson. Straight up the inside of the both of them. Ryan Coleman's not too happy. He tried to gather it up and get the position back, but that won't happen. Andrew Ferguson gone from 9th to 7th in the corner, ladies and gentlemen, overtaking the younger Fergo and Ryan Coleman. That's a 2-for-1 deal if I've ever seen anything. Where do you see 2-for-1 these days? Not much. There's Ryan Coleman off the field, and he's counted himself straight out of this deal. Jack Ferguson now is on the rear end of his old man. Somehow in another, in a racing sense, that sounded dirty, but in a racing sense, that's where he wants to be. So take on the older of the Fergo households. We saw it come to proper in the 86s in the season before. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between these two, that's for sure. But goodness gracious me, are we on for an excellent night of racing here. Young versus old. Oh, yeah, young one's made an error there. Jack Ferguson is done, so we'll get out of that battle because this is the lead coming up here. We're already getting up to back markers. Is Fabian Fitness and Nick Mallow. And Nick Mallow's taken the position and said to Fabian, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm going to skip away ahead of you because I've got the pace. And he's definitely showing that at the moment. Fabian showing the nose and trying to dummy in a defensive move by Nick Mallow. But Nick Mallow is all too wise and all too yellow mallow under the helmet, if you don't pardon the pun. And it looks very, very good here for Nick Mallow to take race 1 for tonight if he can keep this gap going, because he's already taken 4/10 out off Fabian Fitness's defence charge, and these guys could be on for a great battle. If Fabian manages to get his brain back into gear and racing mode, this could be the battle to the finish. But nonetheless, battle here is happening now. Andrew Ferguson for 7th and 6th over that. Is that who I think it is? No, it's not. That is Kim Weckett. No, it's not. It's not Kim Weckett facing the wrong way. But Andrew Ferguson now is on the back of Shawnee Mitchell indeed. That is a Porsche going slow in the background there. Fergo now looking to make his move somehow onto the back of Shawnee Mitchell, but he won't do it doing that way. Let's see where he can get it. He just ran a bit wide there at turn 1 and 2. That's hampered his momentum here. Brakes hard into second gear. Gets the car pointed on the apex beautifully there. Does Andrew Ferguson. Points it in into turn 4 here. That is fantastic stuff. Then we're on to turn 5. Now we're coming into turn 6 here for the very, very tricky. You can run the curb or you can leave it. And Andrew just decides to go straight over it. And this is the one where you can decide to use the exit curb. And both cars do it. Sean and Andrew doing exactly the same thing here. Very, very good to see the both of them following each other around here, keeping the pace up, doing mid-127s at the moment. So it's not that slow, ladies and gentlemen. I can give you the hot tip. These guys are circulating nearly at the speeds of the guys at the front. Fabian Fitness has lost the advantage. Nick Mallow's just galloped away out in front. So he is looking to secure race 1 for the night. And Andrew Ferguson now got the jump on Shawnee Mitchell. Just missed it as I got out of that battle. It always happens when you go to the toilet, when you're at a live event or something, or at the cricket and the wicket hasn't happened for about 45 minutes. You get up, go to the toilet or go get a beer, and then a wicket falls. You spew, and that's what's happened there. Andrew Ferguson in 6th place, charging his way through the field after being in 14th on lap 1, if you don't mind. And here he is sitting in 6th already with 4.5 minutes and just a little bit less to go here in race 1. So very good to see. Brandon Pierce now is going for a move on Jake Buttigieg. By crikeys, here comes Pearso. This is 3rd place happening for him at the moment. Loving seeing this. We'll ride on board with these two, I reckon, or with Pearso, because this is a battle that we want to see. Left, right, upside down, whatever you want. Brandon's full aggression here at the moment. Good stuff to see for Brandon and Jake. They love seeing this at the moment. So let's ride on board for a little bit of a lap here. I would say around the circuit. Turn up your volumes, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the sound of a Porsche for the next half of a lap. Beautiful driving there by Brandon Pierce and Jake Buttigieg to fan themselves having an absolute rip snore of a battle. Still haven't made his way around the outside or the inside here has Brandon Pierce on Jake Buttigieg for now, but this is a hot battle, ladies and gentlemen. Cracking driving by the both of them. You can see here by the swingman camera just how the cars behave in different corners, and it looks like Brandon Pierce has got a little bit of a disadvantage here coming onto the back straightaway over Jake at the moment. 4.5 tenths of a second the gap at the moment here as the Iron Rod makes his way up from 12th to 11th place there. We just saw that positional change over Nick Mull, so good job for him trying himself into the top 10. Will James Claypole wanting to be over Ryan Coleman. This is where it was. Look at this, left, right, upside down, whatever you want. We've got it here. Brandon Pierce showing the nose everywhere he possibly can. These two are equal on pace, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute cracking drive here by the both of them. Just keeping it clean, nice and neat for the both of them here. Brandon Pierce showing the dummy, but I don't think that worked at the moment. Is he going to get a better launch out of the corner? I think he is, but Jake Buttigieg just shut the door as he came off the exit. Brandon hasn't got the run here. He's going to go left and then right, try the switchback move. I'm seeing if he's going to get it done. No, he's not. Into turn one, both side by side again. Oh, nearly slapped the back of Jake Buttigieg. Did Brandon Pierce. That was hairy stuff. Here we go. It's going to be all on like Donkey Kong in a lap and a half, I reckon, here between the two. Brandon Pierce getting frustrated behind the wheel, showing the nose everywhere of that Porsche. I wonder if he's got his headlights on. I can't see it at the moment. Here comes a lap traffic car. This is going to hamper the battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to take advantage of this? There is no rules where you cannot pass when a lap car is in your way. So these guys are going to go hammer and tong. I think he's going to get out of the way just in time for these two. Here's that lap back marker. He does it basically by attrition. Oh, is he going to hit Pierce? Oh, geez, that was close. Ladies and gentlemen, that was nearly disaster for the two of them. There's Fabian Fitness going around turn 8. Here we go. Brandon Pierce hasn't got a run here at the moment on Buttigieg. Is Buttigieg going to stuff it up? No, he's not. He's got that car balanced nicely. And that is James Claypole on the side of the... No, it's not. That is just another double livery there from what I thought it was. There was a pink Donut King car. But nonetheless, Brandon Pierce is still in 4th place. Are we going to switch away? I don't think we should, because we've only got 28 seconds left in this race. And as Nick Mallow crosses the line, he's about to. So this will be the final lap of the race. What's Brandon Pierce going to do on Jake Buttigieg? Who bloody knows? It's going to be all on like Donkey Kong here between them, because I would see that timer click down to 0 seconds in about 12 seconds time, and know that one of them's going to get a third, one of them's going to get a fourth. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be Pierce? Is it going to be Buttigieg? Nick Mallow's out in front by 4.5 seconds, so I think that's job done for Nick Mallow. Fabian Fitness is in 4th with Jake Buttigieg, and Brandon Pierce way behind him too. So battle of attrition is happening here. Is Pierce going to get it pulled up? Is he going to keep his head level? Will Jake Buttigieg make an unforced error with all this pressure underneath? There's not much more pressure you can get with that nose showing left and right in the mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. When you are Jake Buttigieg, that will be right in his blind marker at some point. He's got to get the run here, does Brandon Pierce. I think Jake's got a better exit there. Looks like it at the moment. He's just pulled away there on the straight. What's Andrew Ferguson done? Has he got past Clayton Pine? He has. Andrew Ferguson is in 5th. From 14th to 5th, ladies and gentlemen, in this race. He's got past Clayton Pine there. Clayton Pine was our quickest guy on the server, if you don't mind, and just hasn't found it tonight in the race department pace-wise. But, geez, that's a bit of a disappointment there, I reckon, for Brandon Pierce. Clayton Pine is going very slowly. Has he ran out of fuel or something, or has he got a hardware issue? There's Clayton Pine. I think that's all over for him. Let's get out of this. I think Jake Buttigieg's going to secure 3rd place here over Nick Mallow. But Nick Mallow is going to win race 1, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Our championship leader has taken out race 1. Fabian Fitness is going to come across the line to take 2nd place. And Buttigieg versus Pierce is all done and dusted. Very good stuff there by the two of them. Clean, hard battling there for sure. What's happened to Ryan Coleman in this? Has this all come a proper here? The Iron Rod's got involved. Clayton Pine's got involved. I think they tried to get out of the way of Clayton Pine because he is going very slowly here. I think James Claypole has found himself in the top 10. Ryan Coleman's in 9th and the Underground Mammal in 10th place. After all, that is Clayton Pine going to get around the circuit? No, I don't know if he is. Not sure who's that holding him in behind, but Clayton Pine going very slowly, just getting out of the way. I think someone's pushing him down the front straightaway. How's this for teamwork, ladies and gentlemen? Ryan Nielsen has got past, and then I think that will be Clayton Pine just done, and Kim Weck has pushed him over the line. Oh, wow, where do you see that? That is gentlemanly like there from Kim Weckett. What a cracking race we have just had there. positional changes, I would say, basically in turn 1, and then everyone else by rate of attrition. Fantastic stuff there from everyone involved. Sam Bensley's just crossed the line. Tony DeLuca's just crossed the line. Only 2 tenths behind him. 20th place for DeLuca. He'll be happy with that, I can guarantee you. Funeral Director in 21st. The Cook in 22nd. The Chef, sorry. And Power Broker, Ole Longley, and John O'Brown in 25th, with Brent Cook in 26th. And about third, I think. Third last. Let's have a look at the official results. Yes, you can see Nick Mallow has taken out race 1. Taken it out. Standard sort of procedure for Nick Mallow. He's going to find himself trying to get through the back of the field here from 15th downwards, because race 2 is a reverse top 15, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around for that. That's going to be exciting. Fabio Fitness in 2nd. Jake Buttigieg in 3rd. And Brandon Pearce 4th. Andrew Ferguson round out your top 5, with Jack Ferguson behind him with 6th going to him. Shorty Mitchell 7th. Ryan Colmer in 8th. Nick Mole 9th. And Ryan Nielsen round out your top 10. Clayton Pine, Weckett, McFadden, Claypole, and Bullock are in your top 15. So reverse the 15, and that is where we'll sit. James Bullock's going to find himself off pole with James Claypole right next to him. Waterboy in 16th, Banana Rama in 17th. Clayton Waters 18th, Sam Bensley 19th. Tony DeLuca in 20th. Nielsen, Cook, Power Broker, Longley, Brown, Chef, or the B-grade Chef as we call him. Sandra Bullock's love child, Chris Pinkney, the Pink Panther. Philip Coates, Josh Envy, and Donnie G with Cole Matthews around out your grid there, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Hughes, unfortunately, has broken his shifter, so see if he can get the paddles going for the next race. But we all know what that means. Next race is coming up. 18 minutes around Adelaide Street Circuit. Where's it going to happen? What's going to be? Where is all the trials and tribulations going to come through? We'll find out shortly here in the grand scheme of things. So don't you worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Race 2 is coming our way very shortly. Stick around, and we'll be back here at Simsational TV, I would say, with an absolute rip snorter of a track coming, or basically of a battle coming your way. Let's kick it off here with Milton Mirage and Dad Fight. We'll be back here at Simsational TV in just a few moments.
Just over, I come it all from
Oh, what a cracking intro. That's Victory at Sea by Earthsign there. I'm loving every moment of that. That is fantastic. Sort of a bit of a Pearl Jam, I would say there, sort of lyricist. And it's good to see that these local bands throughout Australia that we've got on board with us are here and helping us with the with all the silly copyright bullcrap that YouTube loves to give us with registered artists. Like, as if we make a quid off them. They're probably getting paid. They're happy, but who cares? Enough of the YouTube rant. Let's get on with the racing at the moment. Look at that grid at the moment. Look at that. James Bullock and James Bullock and James Claypole, sorry, off the front row. That is some exciting stuff. I give you the hot tip. These guys are not wanting to give each other an inch, I would say, here in the grand scheme of things tonight. That is your grid, ladies and gentlemen. Bullock, Claypole, McFadden, Weckett, Clayton Pine and Nielsen are your first three rows. Then you've got Nick Mole, Coleman, Shawnee Mitchell, Fergo, and Fergo, 1, 2, if you don't mind, or new and old, next to each other. Brandon Pierce, Buttigieg, Fitness, Mallow, Waterboy, Bananarama, Waters, Bensley, DeLuca, Nielsen, Cook, Ollie Longley, Brent Cook, and Will Bullock as well, Sandra's love child. We've got 30 cars on grid, ladies and gentlemen. Where do you find it? On a Wednesday night, right here, I'll tell you what, at AK Racing. This is going to be excellent stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a different approach here because with all the carnage that could possibly happen here at Turn 1, I reckon we're going to get the old chopper cam to take us away and up to Turn 1 just to see a excellent bird's eye view of probably all the carnage we're going to see here. And it's going to be a bit of a distance, but who cares? The lights are up and away. We are ready to basically get started here. Let's see what happens in the grand scheme of things. We're off and racing here, and it looks like we've got a good jump start from everyone in Sudbury. We'll see them come down here. Let's have a look. We've just got everyone in view. Oh, look at this. Everyone's managing to make their way through Turn 1 nicely here compared to Turn 2. I'll give you the hot tip. Holy mackerel, these guys are doing a good job at the moment as we get through. Look at that, Turn 1. That is where you want to be. Kim Weckett has found itself into third, and just as we cross and say it, Kim Weckett's gone around. There's going to be an absolute car park behind all of these guys. Kim Weckett's facing the wrong way halfway around the track. What's Bensley looking at? Oh, he's just got absolutely punted and up into the rear end as everyone go. That is disaster for everyone involved. Poor old Kim Weckett. I think he outbraked himself and caused all that carnage to Kim, so not the best start for him, but the Iron Rod has absolutely galloped away into the distance. Mackay Diva stale. And that is some good stuff from James Claypole there. 2.5 seconds over Clayton Pine, right in the next in the list. Only 8 tenths away from him is McFadden, Brian's cousin. He'll be happy at the moment. He needs to stick that car in every defensive position he possibly can because Brandon Pierce was an angry customer in race 1. I guarantee you, him behind Jake Buttigieg. He'll be glad that he's in front of the Australian Army liveried Porsche there of Buttigieg's will Brandon Pierce be, because I'll give you the hot tip. These two are very, very good at racing, and so is Jason McFadden. He's good in the defence. He's good everywhere. He's just got to get the pace together. Jack Ferguson and Nick Mole having a good tussle there for sure. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I wouldn't want to be coughing into the microphone. That's just dead set annoying. We got around lap 1 pretty well, considering basically turn 4 was a bit of a guts up there for Kim Weckett, but nonetheless, this is going to be good stuff. Look at McFadden and Pierce are going to be hot on the collar of each other, but McFadden is all eyes forward at the moment on Clayton Pine. Here, look at that. Clayton Pine's under all sorts of pressure. Nick Mallow is making his way through the field here at the moment. He's found himself into 8th. He's got around Ryan Nielsen there, so that is job done for 8th position. Nick Mallow at the moment. Gaps are very close everywhere. Andrew Ferguson's now on the back of Brandon Pierce. Brandon Pierce has got to get himself, and that's Brian's cousin. Oh, man, what? Can he catch a break? Seriously, he gets, I know he's a trillionaire and all, because he gets like $1 million every time for every position he's in the top 10. He gets $1 million off his cousin, but he's not getting any money tonight. I'll give you the hot tip. Is Jason McFadden from 3rd all the way down to 12th, the poor bastard. Can't catch a break for poor old Jason. That was Ryan Nielsen. He's basically losing it, but gathering it up, and Bananarama has taken 8th place straight off him, so that is some good stuff from Bananarama there, loving it. He'll definitely be having a bit of a celebratory drink after this, I reckon, if Bananarama can get himself a top 10. DeLuca's up into 14th, passing the Underground Mammal. Now the Underground Mammal's going to go back on the inside, try to get past them both. Oh, there's a T-bone. That is a T-bone and a half. They've sort of gathered it all together, but Kim Weckett's been the greatest beneficiary of that. He's gone straight down the middle of them all and said, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. I'll take that race off you. And into 14th I go after facing the wrong way. What's that? Waterboy's around. Waterboy's going to do the old... We're basically just driving to any car he can see there, and nearly took out about 5 competitors, but somehow didn't do that in the grand scheme of things. That Waterboy, Hayden Cook, the B-grade chef, this is the chef. He has got through into 13th place. He's going to be a happy boy at the moment. The underground mammal, Nick Mole, is burrowing his way through the field, as we always say, into 14th at the moment. Ferguson and Pearce have got together, I reckon. Well, Pearce has hit the wall and is now going to be taken back into 4th place. Andrew Ferguson on an absolute charge tonight. He has got his eye in. He says to me he does not like Adelaide, but I'll tell you what, I reckon a bit of anger inside the Andrew Ferguson towards the track, inside that helmet, that just basically gives him results. So I reckon, Fergo, if you watch the stream back, mate, just have anger for every track. Just do that, and look at it. It's working wonders for you. I hope I don't commentate at Kershey now, but it's working wonders at the moment. We'll get off him because I'll tell you what, the chef and Clayton Waters have had a good crack at each other, and the chef has come out on top of that. Kim Weckett is galloping back through the field after facing the wrong way for basically, I reckon, 10-15 seconds in the middle of the corner, getting front-ended and rear-ended and then up into the air. And he's had everything tonight. I'll tell you what, he'd be happy if that happened in the office, I reckon. Well, Kim Weckett, not if that happens. He's gathered it up beautifully there. Wow, there was not even a minuscule of inertia at all. Beautiful car control, drifted it in, turned the car, and then gathered it up without even hampering the inertia of that Porsche. That was sensational stuff. That is definitely save of the night, and I reckon that one's probably save of the night too, but he eats it into the wall as Kim Weckett. Holy mackerel. Won't be wanting to be doing too much of that. McFadden's in the fight of his life here with Nielsen. He's gathering himself up from being in 12th. He's in 10th now, which is a great position to be in inside that top 10. He's got himself $1 million as Jason McFadden. And Ryan Nielsen is next on the target list for him, so he can get another mil in the bank, is Jason. It is getting held up at the moment, is Ryan Nielsen, by Bananarama. Let's have a look at the overall grand scheme of things on board with Bananarama. He is, he's in 5th. He's about to hit the 5th, I reckon, just before the corner. Yeah, that's good stuff. So not too bad there for Bananarama. Navigates that turn nicely, gets a car understeered. Ryan Nielsen behind in it, though. He slapped the wall harder than a bender on Saturday nights at the local club, I reckon. And McFadden's gone for a move on him, and I think he's going to get that job done, Jason. He does. He's got that job fairly and squarely done. Up onto the curb, though. Gets it all squirrely. Nearly overtakes Bananarama in that sense of desperation. He's up the inside here. This is going to be the disadvantaged side of the track coming into the second last corner of Adelaide Circuit. Kim Weckett's right there with them all. Now, Kim Weckett has probably hit Ryan Nielsen, I reckon. Nielsen's in the wall and nearly upside down. Oh, now he is upside down. Look at the wheels all up in the air and disconnected from the car. Poor old Nielsen's going to have to DNF that. He'll be a lap down when he comes out of the pits. Unfortunately for Nielsen, that's going to hurt. But, oh, geez, wonder if Kim Weckett and him got together at all there. But it's race on here. Kim Weckett now is all over the back of Bananarama, charging his way through the field is Kim. He's going up the inside. I think he's going to get that position done. Bit of door banging and slapping going on there. Panel rubbing, whatever you want. But Kim's got the 9th place off Bananarama. Bananarama's still in the top 10. He'll still be happy with that. Where is Nick Mallow? Here he is. A championship leader is looking for a run here on his old nemesis, Fabian Finders. They're both having an absolute cracking battle here, these two. Jeez Louise, this is sensational stuff. Fabian's gone defensive. Now he's gone offensive. Nick Mallow's going to go straight down the inside. And I think Fabian probably thought he was going to go the other way around and try to dummy Nick Mallow out of that position, but he didn't get that job done. Nick Mallow now into 6th place. Just ultimate pace here for Nick Mallow tonight. He's got that car hooked up nicely. There's Nick Mallow. Next on his target list will be Jake Buttigieg, just there down the road in the blue, yellow and red Porsche Army liveried car. That's a cracking looking livery too, by the way, if you don't mind. Between themselves and the rest of the field, there has been some really, really good custom liveries here tonight. We've already had 7.5 minutes of racing, and Nick Mallow with that pass has done a 1:26.6, so nearly bang on qualifying paces. Nick Mallow already with 10 minutes to go. Those tyres will probably be screamed to hell or high water by the time we get to the finish line at that pace. But here comes Kim Weckett. He's looking at McFadden now. He's got McFadden in his sights and trying to line up a move somewhere around, I reckon, turn 8 or 9, I would say, here at this pace difference between the two of them. But I'll tell you what, Jason McFadden is a millionaire already. He is $2 million richer. So we'll keep an eye out on the grand total of the winnings for Jason, tonight. That's for sure. The Underground Mammal is behind Clayton Waters and looking racy. If you don't mind, have a look at him. It's very, very good stuff here. They're having a good crack. And I think by this pace difference, there might be a move on coming onto the back straight. So let's have a look. See where it happens for the Underground Mammal. Is he going to get the run here off that turn? Yes, he is, because Nielsen, by the look of it, is still circulating, but be all a lap down there, getting out of the way of everyone nicely is Ryan Nielsen. Just on the left-hand side of your screen. Nick Muller is only 3/10 away here from making a move on Clayton Waters. Is it going to happen around this corner? I'm not too sure. Let's see what he does. He goes, he tries around the outside, nearly gets rear-ended there by DeLuca. And Nick Mull's tried the old switcheroo, get the maximum drive, but Clayton Waters has had an excellent run coming out of the hairpin and has negated any advantage that he thought he wouldn't have had by using that line coming into the corner. It works for the Water Boy. And it's good to see Clayton Waters having a good crack here with the Underground Mammal. What's Nick Mallow doing now? He is now locked horns here with Jake Buttigieg. That Australian Army car is looking bright in the front windscreen of Nick Mallow's car. He's got the pace at the moment as Nick Mallow. He's going defensive as Buttigieg, and that's going to hamper him. Nick Mallow had to avoid the collision that was inevitable there. Coming out to the back straightaway, are we going to get an excellent run here by the both of them? Jake's got the advantage at this stage. Fabian Fitness, though, with the headlights ablaze in the rearview mirror, if Nick Mallow doesn't get around Jake Buttigieg anytime soon, this could be disaster here. Nick Mallow flicks it in and he's binned it! He's binned it, but somehow Fabian Fitness has hit him and they've both survived that. Nick Mallow just tried to flick into the corner. It didn't work. I'm not sure if that's his normal line or not, but he tried to flick it in there. That could have been absolute bedlam. Fabian's come out of that going, how the hell are we still alive here? Not too sure. He bloody hell, I tell you what. That was the biggest wall slap of the night for Nick Mallow for sure. Wow, I wonder what the aero looks like on that car at this point in time. That is some... Oh, bloody hell, I don't even have the words for that. What a save, what a physics nightmare, what an absolute miracle that nothing happened to Nick Mallow. So he still finds himself in 6th place. I reckon Jake Buttigieg would have seen that in his rearview mirror and thought that all his lucky stars had come together at once, but not to be for him at the moment, because Nick Mallow now will be pressing onwards and trying to get back up the rear of Jake Buttigieg to make it maybe a first for the evening. He's still got 7 minutes to go, but he's got, 1.8, 2.4, so that's 4.2. Oh, geez, he's about 10 seconds away from the lead at the moment. Is Nick Mallow? It'd take a miracle to get up into first place, but never count him out, ladies and gentlemen. He will definitely be on a charge. Chef Gordon Ramsay is definitely on the phone tonight. He's got the blowtorch out, I reckon, in the kitchen, and said, nope, that's it. Clayton Pine is in first. I think that was a timing tower having a bit of a funny bug. It nearly gave me a hemorrhoid. Yep, that was definitely the timing tower doing its own thing. Don't worry about that. Play on, says the timing tower. Hayden Cook is still in 10th place. Banana Rama in 9th. He'll still be happy with that with Banana Rama. That's for good. Is Nick Mole getting around it? Clayton Waters. I reckon that is for position there. It is, because that is a job done for him. Clayton Waters is trying to dive up the inside with that nose pointed in. This is a bit of a freight train here, ladies and gentlemen. Between 14th to 11th. This is good. This is what we want to see. Shawnee Mitchell's got a great view of all this at the moment. Seeing what everyone does. Shawnee Mitchell is following Tony DeLuca. DeLuca's hit the wall and somehow gathered it up. That has hurt his pace difference. So here comes Shawnee Mitchell. Geez, he's going to have to brake pretty late into first gear to get it pulled up. Did Shawn Mitchell go? That was beautiful stuff there by Shawn. Very good under brakes. He needs to manufacture that technique for the rest of the race, I reckon, because he's got the advantage over DeLuca here at the moment. Shawn Mitchell in 14th, DeLuca in 13th. This is the Clayton Waters in front of him, so this is the battle we're riding on board with here at the moment. Nick Mallow, though, is only 2/10, 1/10 away from Jake Buttigieg. This is where we want to see it. Nick Mallow trying to get his way around the outside Trailer Park Girl style on Jake Buttigieg. Is he going to get it done? You're not too sure yet. Jake Buttigieg's on the disadvantaged line, but the defensive line coming into turn 7. And these two are now neck and neck. I think this is for position, ladies and gentlemen. A drag race down the front straightaway. Nick Mallow's got the whole shot, and he is basically going to take that corner with a 10th in front of him. Or is Jake going to stick up the inside? No, he's not. That's all done. Nick Mallow is in 5th place, slides it around that corner, somehow gets it turned in and pointed. Jake Buttigieg did exactly the same. So that, to answer my earlier question, was that in the normal way that Nick Mallow takes that corner? It looks like it is. Just slaps it in, kicks it sideways, and powers out. That is some fantastic stuff. That's a aggressive driving. But I'll tell you what, speaking of aggressive, James Claypole would not believe his luck at the moment. He's 4.5 seconds away from any threat to his lead. And he is sitting in front, in first place, in the Donut King livery. How the turntables for James Claypole. Once he gets some fresh air and clean air in front of him, he's on a fire. And as I say that, he slaps the wall. But that won't hurt him too much here for James Claypole. 3.9, 3.8 seconds now is the gap between himself and Clayton Pine. And is that Clayton Pine in the fence? No, it's not. That is a back marker getting out of the way. McFadden and DeLuca having a good battle down the bottom there for 13th. What's happened to Brian's cousin? He's sliding down the list at the moment, is Brian's cousin. This is a four-way battle here at the moment. McFadden, DeLuca, Waters. This is the battle we're looking at. Heating up now. Waters has gone in front of him. Jack Ferguson's involved in this now. I think he's jumped a lot of him. Just Jack Ferguson and said, thank you. I'm taking basically from 15th. I'm taking 13th position of all of you. None in the bank left for anyone else. He's just taken the money and ran as Jack Ferguson. Beautiful stuff. Brandon Pierce is DNF'd. He's just, there he was, ladies and gentlemen. There's a ritual. It's gone. There goes Bananarama and the chef straight through. But Brandon Pierce has just disappeared. No, the magician. I reckon that's what we're going to have to call him, the bloody magician. Brandon Pierce, that's your nickname for the next one. The magician is out of the race for now. And that has promoted everyone in front of him up a place. Everyone will get one position advantage. So that is good at the moment. Hayden Cook is having a good crack here at the moment with Nick Mole. Nick Mole is right behind him. Oh, sorry, Hayden. Yeah, Nick Mole is not right behind him. He is there, but he's on the rear end of Bananarama. Bananarama, beautiful stuff there to gather it up. What's happened to Kim Weckett? Nothing. He is sitting in 7th place, just circulating 10.7 seconds away from anyone in front of him. Bit of clear air between himself and Fabian Fitness. I think he's just having some fun here at the moment, trying to slide his car around every corner possible that he can. Look at the way that Porsche just jumped over the curb there for Fabian Fitness. How the hell do you get that sort of action and keep it together? I'll never know. That is some fantastic driving and car control by the lot of them here. Where are the other battles at? Waterboy here and DeLuca are going to be coming together, I would say, very soon. Bit of a flash of the headlights there for Waterboy on DeLuca. What's going to happen? Is Waterboy going to send up the inside? He is, just as the Oracle has said itself. And Waterboy has basically got his way up into 13th, but not for long because DeLuca's got the run. And I think DeLuca will not have any defence at this point in time and just keep it there. But he does to Tony DeLuca. But Waterboy goes right around the outside. Too defensive there by Tony DeLuca. Ollie Longley is right on the back now of DeLuca too, I'll tell you what. And then Jack Ferguson sitting there pretty in 16th as well. What has happened to Jack Ferguson? He's got up, oh no, he's taken that position. So thank you very much to Jack Ferguson. But Jason McFadden and Nathan Waterboy, we'll just call him Nathan. I can't pronounce his first name. So apologies there for Waterboy. But he has got into 13th. DeLuca in 14th and then Ollie Longley in 15th. And that is a lap car behind him. That is Ryan Nielsen, basically doing his best impression of a lap marker, but trying to be racy at the same time. Nick Mallow has just posted the fastest lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. So on charge here to 4th place is Nick Mallow. That's where it's going to finish for him because he's 6.8 seconds away from the older of the Fergos here in Andrew, and he's right on the back here of James Claypole. That has been a change for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Claypole has been overtaken by Clayton Pine, and Fergos nearly binned it into the wall. That is not what you want to see there by Andrew Ferguson. He'll have to give up any position gain that he thought he was going to get, and that has been a breather for James Claypole because he's lost one position. He was about to lose 2 there on probably the second last lap of the race, and if he keeps doing that into the wall, that's probably why he lost the position, the iron rod. But Clayton Pine has made his way into P1 and he's circulating at the moment, probably to take out race 2 here tonight. The 18-minute special for Clayton Pine has come out working wonders for him. Made his way through all the carnage at the front there between himself and Kim Weger. That was good to see him getting in front and out and about. James Claypole will be ruining that opportunity with what he actually did. He was in first by a good 4.5 seconds and came a proper somewhere on the track, did James Claypole. So condolences to the old iron rod, but you've given up first place. Let's hope you don't give up second place to Andrew Ferguson, who's coming back hard. But this will be the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, of the 18-minute session. Is the Underground Mammal going to have a run here on Bananarama for the last lap? I'm not sure if he's going to get the job done. I'm not sure, but he's having a good crack at it. He's gone deep under brakes. Bananarama's gone super defensive on him, and that's going to allow McFadden around the outside. And they came together, did the two of them, but they managed to redress. The two Einstein liveries having a good battle with each other, seeing if E equals MC squared or if N equaled MC squared. Having a battle over that argument, and basically just launched each other into the walls nearly, and nearly flipped each other, but that's okay. Nick Mole and McFadden are now 10th and 11th place. Oh, it's going to be interesting at the moment. Clayton Pines is on the last lap of the race. This will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Pine is 1.9 seconds in front of everyone in sundry. So James Claypole is going to have to get into second and accept his defeat here. Andrew Ferguson will be happy with the podium. In the Fergo household, if you haven't tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, the Fergo household and a podium is basically like winning the lottery. And it's interesting to see. He takes a week off, and speaking of taking the week off, I reckon Clayton Pine's going to take the week off work for the rest of the week. He is come across the line and take his maiden win here in the Porsche Carrera Cups. Absolutely sensational stuff. James Claypole has finished second. Andrew Ferguson will be happy with his podium, as I said before. Nick Mallow is crossed the line 4.5 seconds off the front battle pack in 4th place. Jake Buttigieg in 5th, Fabian Fitness in 6th. Good racing by those two. Kim Weckett recovered somehow to gather himself up from 20th to 7th in 18 minutes of racing. Pointed the wrong way at the start of this race was Kim Weckett. Excellent stuff by him. Hayden Cook is going to cross the line for 8th place. He's 18 seconds off anyone else in front and 4.9 seconds behind is Bananarama. So a good showing here by the Sheffrin, and he will be happy with that result. Gordon Ramsay will be happy with that too. I'll give you the hot tip. Don't you worry about that. Bananarama is in the battle of his life at the moment. Is he going to get overdone here for the start finish straight? Is it going to be neck and neck? And nearly is. Bananarama takes off 9th. McFadden right behind him. Nick Mole in 11th, and McFadden has made himself $1 million in that race, finishing in 10th. Clayton Waters behind him. Nick Waterboy in 13th. Ollie Longley in 14th. Good stuff by Oliver Longley. That was fantastic stuff. Jack Ferguson will be wishing he made his way further up the grid. Tony DeLuca in 16th. That's better. He was 20th, and now he's 16th for race 2. Shawnee Mitchell in 17th. John Brown in 18th position. Good stuff by him. Willem Bullock and Sandra Bullock's love child in 19th. Bensley in 20th. Nielsen in 21st. Pinkney, Pierce, unfortunately, DNFing, and he's called the Magician now. He just disappeared out of nowhere and stayed in the same place and found himself back out on the track. So we'll just, let's ride on board. This guy deserves an on board for the last section of the race. He won't know we're on board with him. This guy is the main man behind all of that AK Racing banners that you can see here at Simsational TV and on the track maps as well. He makes the pit boxes, he puts the AK Racing, he puts the Simsational TV advertising around and any sponsors around the circuit. So very, very well done by Brandon Pierce. He's an AK genius at the moment. He's going to cross the line here for 23rd place to take out race 2 in that position after an unfortunate DNF. Let's go back to the leaderboard here and the final results for race 2. Clayton Pine, 1st place. James Claypole in 2nd. Andrew Ferguson in 3rd. Nick Mallow in 4th. Jake Buttigieg 5th. Fabian Fitness in 6th. Kim Weckett in 7th. Hayden Cook, Bananarama and McFadden in 8th, 9th and 10th respectively. Nick Mole in 11th. Clayton Waters 12th. Waterboy 13th. Ollie Longley 14th. Jack Ferguson 15th. DeLuca, Mitchell, John O'Brien, Bullock and Bensley round out your top 20 with Nielsen, Pinkney, Pierce, Coates, Cook, Bullock, Nielsen, Comer and the power broker rounding out the final results of that race, ladies and gentlemen. Well, have we got something special happening for you soon here in the grand scheme of things? It is the final race of the evening coming our way and your way here in Simsational TV. If you've loved the broadcast for the whole season, feel free to hit that little bell button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the live chat or on the stream. Hit the like button as well. If you feel like supporting to us or AK Racing as well, there we do have a donation page in the description as well. We'd really, really appreciate it. It's going to help us bring a better quality stream to you all and help pay some equipment bills along the way as well here. But nonetheless, third race, 20-minute special coming your way here at Simsational TV and AK Racing. Full reverse grid. Full reverse grid. I'm not lying. That is a full reverse grid. So the power broker is going to find himself off pole position, I think, or maybe Ryan Coleman off pole, and go from there. This will be a turn one special, I reckon, ladies and gentlemen. But stick around. We're going to leave you here at Simsational TV for the moment. Go get those condiments ready to go and get comfortable in everything that you want to do. The couch, the TV, the whatever you want. It's all going to happen. But we're going to be here for race 3 and the final race of the season here at Porsche 911 Cup Racing for Wednesday Cup at AK Racing in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere.
Behind, no way. In the crowd, get out of sight. Sow the seeds of blind. No way. Come on to make it so hard now. Come on to make it so blind.
Bit of self-indulgence there, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolutely frothing the intro of that. The track before that was Come On, Come On by Total Radio Silence. As we scream our way into a 20-minute session, and now we've got Outlaw System Trash there bringing us the tunes. What an absolutely fantastic intro. Bit of Metallica, and then it went from Metallica to Offspring, I would say. But nonetheless, we are only about a minute and 7 seconds left here before our 20-minute final race of the night and for the season here at Wednesday Cup AK Racing. It's been fantastic to call the action here at Simsational TV. I've loved every second of it, and it's credit to all of our drivers here on the field who have been here and done it all, and through all the trials and tribulations, stick fat and keep racing around the circuit, even if the worst thing happens that possibly could happen. And that's exactly what happened to Brandon Pierce, the magician, sitting there. But it's all on. 20 minutes, full reverse grid, ladies and gentlemen. This could be wild. This could be wild. The grid there is what it looks like. Ryan Coleman, Nielsen, Bullock, Cook, Coates, Pierce, Pinkney, Nielsen, Bensley, all in your 10th, top 10 position. Oh, and Bullock, sorry, in your 10th place. Brown, Mitchell, DeLuca, Fergo, Olney, Waterboy, everyone in sundry. Let's have a go, because this is all going to be on like Donkey Kong here. Lights are up and ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights. The season finale here is about to kick off here at Wednesday Cup, and we are off and racing at the moment. Ryan Coleman's got a good jump. So is the funeral director in Nielsen, side by side here into turn 1. Are they going to get through cleanly here? Let's see if it happens. Oh, Jesus, very ambitious there, but around the outside goes the funeral director, and that is going to happen here. Let's see if we've all got through here. I think, no, we haven't. That is disaster there. That was Shawnee Mitchell around. There's some more cars in the wall there at the moment. What's happening in the background here? Waterboy, he somehow got through it all, I think, at the moment. Yes, he has. He's got through all that. Relatively pretty good there by everyone. Andrew Ferguson's got through all right. Brandon Pierce has gone from 4th down to 6th at this stage. Looks like everyone's sort of line astern and keeping it clean at the moment. Can everyone keep it together here for the lap 1? This is a full reverse grid, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Mallow having a good crack on Buttigieg. He's just got past him there, has Nick Mallow, so that is a cracking drive. Oh, look at that. The Donut King of James Claypole's up and about, and Fabian Fitness, that's him around. That is him facing the wrong way. Nick Mallow's going to skip around and down. So that is the battle for Fabian Fitness and Nick Mallow out. Fitness is finding himself somewhere down the bottom, I would say, at this stage. Dead last, I would say. What's going on at the front here? The chef has gone completely wide defensive driving. Sorry, get my merge mixed up there if I can speak. I've got bloody dyslexia tonight. The Cook's gone from 4th down to 8th in a corner. Everyone's got past him with Fat and Fergo, Nielsen, Coates, all got past him, and he's in the wall. He's a B-grade chef. He's out and about. That's not going to be too fun for him at the moment. Look at that. It's falling down the grid. He's found himself back into 17th place, I would say, at this stage. Look at this. Everyone back through. John Brown's in 12th place. We've got Will Bullock sitting there in the wall, not having a good time at the moment. Flick the reverse lights on, trying to get back on the track. Kick it into first gear and clutch. Fucking slap that thing down. He does it. Sam Bentley's got through all the carnage. Longley has got through all the carnage. Colmer and Bullock are absolutely fantastically battling here for the lead at the moment. That is a switch for position. Colmer's now in 1st. He's got past Sandra's love child there. The Magician is in 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen. He went from 4th to 6th. Now he's in 3rd. All within a lap, if you don't, lap or 2. For him, that's very good stuff. Kim Weckett's in 8th place. Found himself there. That's good stuff by him. If you wanted to clear that pack and just skip on down the field, I guarantee you. Where is Nick Mallow and all of that? Our championship leader and winner probably for the season at the moment is in 12th. He found himself down to dead last. And within a lap and a half, he is already in 12th place. So from 28th to 12th, that's probably the best thing I've ever seen. There is Shawnee Mitchell around again. Somehow gathered it up. Holy mackerel, it's all happening. These guys have got to get a grip on the car control, and they nut department, that's for sure. Hayden Cook, the chef, he's in 17th place. Shawnee Mitchell and McFadden have come a cropper, and Will Bullock has gone around. Look at that, 3-4 wide. That was disaster waiting to happen, but somehow they managed to get out of that. That was some hairy stuff there by everyone involved. Holy cow, we're having some fun here for the last race. The chef's run wide. And he's gone, and he's probably going to lose a position here, I reckon, to Bullock, but he hasn't. He's taken over Will Bullock's spot, so that's good stuff. Kim Weckett's got past Ollie Longley here around the outside, Trailer Park Girl style. And he's going to defend himself into turn, turn 14, I'm pretty sure it is. So good stuff by him. Brandon Pearson in the fastest lap of the race, 1:28.7, and they're ready to go. I reckon at this stage, Kim Weckett's going to set the fastest lap, which he does. 128.494 by him. So he's on a charge. He's going to be all over the back of Coates sooner or later to get this position 6 in the bank. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go around the outside, try the hard way? He's just going to outbrake poor old Cody. And he's done that, and there goes Ollie Longley into the fence. The iron rod's got through on that, and so has Clayton Pine too. So Oliver Longley gone from 8th to 10th in a corner just by running wide there, hitting the wall. Very forgiving here. The damage is on 50% if you don't mind. So if you do yeet it into the wall, you can still continue racing. We don't want to have everyone DNFing here at the street circuit. Oh, look at that. Kim Weckett and Phil Coates nearly got together. Coates has ran wide, hit the fence, and Kim's got into 6th place. Claypole's going to take that place, I reckon. No, the iron rod's gone backwards here. He's lost all the places. He's just going to have to settle there for that sort of position in 9. And look at everyone slapping the wall. Coates has hit the wall. I reckon Clayton Pine nearly hit the wall there too. What's James Claypole going to do? He's just going to dive down the inside because Coates has just thrown the coat into the cupboard and not even hung it up. He sent it that hard into that corner. So James Claypole into 8th, Kim Weckett in 6th, Clayton Pine in 7th. This is a cracking battle by all of them in sundry here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope we're enjoying all the battling here. But Brandon Pearce now has got past Ryan Colmer for the lead of the race. Colmer and Pearce now side by side. Pearce looks like he's got the whole shot and he's going defensive early here. That is fantastic stuff by Brandon Pearce. Finds himself in P1. He said to me, oh yeah, anyway, any P1 for me will be a miracle. Here he is. He's nearly going to take it, and he's just going to give it back to Ryan Colmer within a half a second, ladies and gentlemen. And Jack Ferguson's got through on that too. He was having a sniff at that battle with Jack Ferguson. Jack Ferguson now is having a good crack here for P1 in the final race of the season. Mind you, he's sending it all and putting it all on the line. But look out, Bullock behind him and Nielsen are all. This is an angry gaggle of 5 cars here for the lead of the race. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute sensational battle we've got here by Jingo, by Crikey. And that pole has gone into the fence. And that is going to hand Jack Ferguson the lead. Brandon Pearce is going to try and make his way through, but he's been hampered there. Bullock's got through. Coleman's gathered it up somehow. Look at this. Everyone zigzagging. 3 wide, 4 wide, nearly. 5 angry cars here for the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, where do you find this stuff? This is absolutely sensational here at Simsational TV. Brandon Pearce is going to take 4th place. Oh, 3rd place, sorry, but he's ran wide. He's overdone himself there. Oh, no, don't tell me. He hit Colmer, and he's going to redress that position to Colmer there. Oh, disaster there by Brandon Pearce and Colmer. They came together, and then that's the end result. That's it. That's the end result. But no worries for Nick Mallow, though. He is now in 5th place from dead last. Give you the hot tip, ladies and gentlemen. Happy days for him. He is in 5th place, trying to get 4th and 3rd off Pine and Weckett. Oh, no! That is Kim Weckett and Clayton Pine coming together. Nick Mallow's gone around the outside. Kim Weckett's got the worst out of all of that deal. He is now going to have to basically try and get his marbles back into his brain, settle down, and stop thinking about a monkey swinging the cymbals in his ear. That's probably what's going on, because Claypole nearly had a go at him there, and Kim just goes, oh, bugger it, I'll go across the curb there to avoid any carnage. So he's done that, and that's enabled everyone in sundry behind him to get through cleanly. Brandon Pearce finds his way back into 6th place after ditching it with Ryan Colmer. So Ryan Colmer's in 4th after all of that too. So, geez, trials and tribulations here of the old sim racing. It's all on song tonight. No commentator cursing here at the moment. Nick Mallow, though, is in 3rd already. It's only 4 laps, guys. And Nick Mallow's already in 3rd place from dead last. Well, from 4th. I've been calling it wrong. He's been from 4th, so still 24th to 3rd within 4 laps. By Jingos, that's something to behold, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. That is an excellent result there for the man himself. I tell you what, looks like everything's happening here for everyone in sundry. I'm loving it here at Simsational TV. Scotty McEwen's in the chat, giving Brandon Pearce the old give it a go, and so Colmer for Pengos Racing. And these two have got some fans. Nick Mallow is in 2nd. He's got past Nielsen, and now his eyes are on a errant Jack Ferguson, 7.3 seconds ahead, if you don't mind. How quickly, predicting the chat, ladies and gentlemen, how long that's going to take before it all comes to fruition. I reckon maybe 5 laps. Let's give it 5 laps. So what's that, by the 4-minute mark, I reckon, by the time we get to a battle here at the front. So let's see what happens. That's my prediction. Anyway, what is happening further down the field here? Look at this. This is all happening. Waterboy is in 15th or 16th. Don't know what the hell's going on between himself, Cook, Fergo, and Andrew. And Buttigieg all having a good crack here at the moment. Oh, no! That is Shawnee Mitchell in the wall. And he is basically just somehow got through. Brandon Pearce has come a cropper, and he's in 12th somehow. He's made himself, I don't know what the hell happens to Brandon Pearce every time we look at him. He's in 6th, he's in 3rd, he's in 4th, he's in 10th, he's in 8th. Now he's in bloody 12th, the Magician. I'll tell you what, he's doing his best impression of the Magician, and that is Phil Coates all the way around. Oh, there's a car motoing in the background. Oh, no, that is horrible stuff there. Phil Coates is just going to do it. Yeet! Oh, you can't predict it. Oh, this is sensational stuff in the pandemonium department, ladies and gentlemen. I have to take a step back here and just put me hands on my head in the amazement of what the hell is going on. And that is the chef all the way around in 24th place. He is out and done. Let's get away from the carnage. Holy mackerel, buddy. Bananarama, 15th place. Going for a move here on Shawnee Mitchell. Can I gather myself up? He's going to take that place off Shawnee Mitchell. Shawnee Mitchell's just given the wide berth to him. And Bananarama's through for 13th place. Probably the cleanest pass all night we've seen here for Bananarama. Ollie Longley is in 7th place. Kim Weckett is in 6th. James Claypole, the iron rod, is in 5th at the moment. Brandon Pearce somehow is in 11th already. He's going to make his way because that looks like a back marker. That is Sam Bent. No, that's James Bullock. That's Sandra's Lovechild. Looping it at the final turn. Brandon Pearce finding himself back inside the top 10. He hasn't had much more of a topsy-turvy race weekend, I reckon, as a Magician. But if he keeps waving that wand, he'll probably find himself in 4th place within 2 laps, I reckon. What do you reckon in the chat there? Holy mackerel. It's just incredible what's going on. Now, here comes James Claypole defending for his life here because Ryan Colmer has got an angry Kim Weckett behind him, and he just wanted to get out of the way of all that. Hot, smart, and very, very well done did James Claypole. 4th place now. Kim Weckett has got past Ryan Colmer. So 6th place, is for that. And Ryan Colmer has sent it harder into the wall. That car's got more hits than Elvis tonight as Ryan Colmer's. The panel damage in real life would be, well, that'd be a write-off. There wouldn't be any panel damage. That's just the end of the car with that sort of stuff by Ryan Colmer. But anyway, nonetheless, Kim Weckett now hounding the back of the iron rod. I don't know why it keeps jumping to swingman camera. Anyway, Kim Weckett in 5th place, hounding the back here of James Claypole, trying to get that whole shot here onto final turn because he knows where the strengths and weaknesses are of everyone in sundry. There's Kim Weckett. So it's good to see these boys having a good crack around. That is Ryan Nielsen in front, the funeral director in 3rd place at the moment, singing to high heavens, hoping all those spirits that are inside the coffins that he has given away, just giving him some good karma here at the moment is the funeral director. He's 7.5 seconds away from Nick Mallow. Nick Mallow is 7 laps in and only 3.5 seconds behind Jack Ferguson. So we're at the 8 minutes. I said 4. I reckon it's going to happen earlier. So my prediction's out for the race event. But look at James Claypole behind Ryan Nielsen here. The pace difference is outstanding on the brakes here by the both of them. Just look at that rear vision mirror, 1 or 2 of them. Don't worry about that. Have a look at James Claypole. Kim Weckett is pushing James Claypole along too, if you don't mind. So this is where we're going to sit for the time being. Ryan Nielsen hammering his way through turn 8, gets it pointed in very nicely. On the brakes a bit late there. He's gone defensive because Claypole's coming at him. He said it's going to be a move around the outside for James Claypole. No, he's going to duck to the inside to defend from Kim Weckett. Kim Weckett now is having a look at James Claypole because Claypole's got a bad run out of the hairpin, and James Claypole under all sorts of pressure, front and rear. He doesn't know if he should pass or get past. At the moment, there's James Claypole. Ryan Nielsen defending for his life here. For 3rd place, look at that zip past the stationary camera. Look at that. That's the defence that we want to see by Nielsen, but he's overshot it into the final corner. James Claypole's going to get the whole shot here out of the turn, but I think Nielsen's got the inside run here at the moment. He'll keep 3rd place for now, unless these two guys side by side. Look at him squeezing each other. This is excellent stuff. Side by side, no, we're not going to see that, but Nielsen's overcooked it into the corner. So is James Claypole. So Kim Weckett's going to get a whole shot run here, I reckon, on the iron rod around the outside. He's there, but he's not going to get the job done, I would say. James Claypole's gone defensive, but here comes Kim Weckett around the outside there of James Claypole. Gets the job done, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely sensational stuff there from the Weck man. The absolute sensational pass of the night around the outside, if you don't mind, and just got the job done there for 4th place. And now he's going to get a podium position. Here he is, and that's Ryan Nielsen around. See you later, says Nielsen. I'll just yeet it around myself. Don't you worry about that. He's probably fuming in the car at the moment. Kim Weckett is in 3rd place. I hope that wasn't a bump and run by the old Kimmeister. That won't go down too friendly in the chat at all after the race. I'll give you the hot tip. But geez Louise, it's all going to happen. I reckon I reckon there's more carnage here than what just the Taco said. He thought he'd cause some trouble in the last lap, but somehow has managed to stick his way out of that. Clayton Pine's DNF'd in the background. He is out, is the pine cone. Brian Coleman's had a hit in the wall, which has allocated Jason McFadden, Brian's cousin, into 5th place. He is $5 million richer at the moment, is Jason McFadden. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left here. Geez, that's gone quick. 20-minute race, and we're already 14 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. That's happened so quick. And look who's at the front of the pack here at the moment. Jack Ferguson trying to defend that P1. He was 8 seconds away from this guy behind him in Nick Mallow. Was Jack Ferguson at lap 4, and we're at lap 9. And here we go. It's all happening. 6 minutes left. Where is it going to happen, really? For Nick Mallow versus Ferguson in the young Fergo household. I reckon it's going to happen up here at turn 9, because Nick Mallow has got an excellent run there on Jack Ferguson. That is a bit of net coating going on there for the server, and looks like Nick Mallow is going to try to flick it into the corner. Doesn't get a job done there, so Jack Ferguson survives at the moment. Will Nick Mallow send it down the inside here? I don't think he's going to get that job done for now. No, he doesn't. So Jack's gone defensive there, rode the curb there. First gear slaps it out into second, does Nick Mallow. Look at this. This is good stuff here by the both of them. 3/10 for the lead of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The battle is on here. Who's going to get the whole shot? Jack's now got a little bit of momentum out of the final corner. Probably just enough to defend himself here. Is he going to run the curb? No, he doesn't. Nick Mallow doesn't either. Nick Mallow hasn't sent it down the inside. He's probably going to try the switchback removal word. And can't even speak. I'm done. Nick Mallow is in second place. Jack Ferguson is there. 28.9 versus 28.9 for the lap times. Neck and neck. Jack Ferguson's ran wide there. Has he gathered it up? He hasn't. No. The pressure has become too much for Jack Ferguson just for the time being. Nick Mallow somehow didn't yeet it down the inside there. He won't do it here at turn 4 either. And Nick Mallow and Jack Ferguson having a good battle. But geez, that neck coning is pretty bad here at the moment. Look out for all of them. I reckon that a lot of these guys here are experiencing a bit tipsy-turvy and a bit cautious with all of that neck coating. Nearly yeets it into the back of Fergo. There's Nick Mallow. Jack Ferguson doing a very, very good job here. Well done by the young fella to keep the position 1 for at least another lap and a half. But it looks like Nick Mallow's got a whole shot here. I think Jack Ferguson missed a gear because these guys are side by side. Nick Mallow thinks none the better of it. Gets back off the throttle. Leaves it for another corner here. There's Nick Mallow off Jack Ferguson. Bloody hell, this is all happening here. Dives it down the inside. Jack Ferguson goes defensive very, very aggressively there. Gets it pointed in nicely to Jack Ferguson. Hasn't given Nick Mallow any sort of advantage there, apart from maybe a half a car length. Jack Ferguson now doing his very, very good job making that Porsche very, very wide. Brown and Nielsen in 17th and 8th have made a positional change. Speaking of which, though, here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, they've come together. Oh, no. What's happened to the both of them? The two battle for the front have been collected. Nick Mallow's going to have to wait here, but look at Kim Weckett coming. He can see that. Kim Weckett's eyes have just lit up like an absolute Christmas tree on 24th of December and said, holy hell, how the hell has that happened? I found myself in first place, boys. He's probably yelling to his missus at this point in time going, oi, get in here. Kids, come in here. I'm leading a race. Get out of here. Nah, I don't want you in here anymore. Now you're distracting me. Shit. All right, let's get back to the racing. There's Kim Weckett. Found himself in first place. Jack Ferguson, Nick Mallow came together. And this is inherited Kim Weckett, the lead of the race. Oh, my goodness gracious me. How could you write a script like this? You just cannot write anything in motor racing. You never open it over until the checkered flag is out and the fat lady's singing in the background. But look at the battle behind him too. Now Nick Mallow's going to have another crack at Jack Ferguson. I reckon Fergo will be rattled after that sort of misdemeanor. That was very aggressive by Nick Mallow. He usually doesn't stick the nose up there that much. Just sort of bides his time a little bit. But if Jack Ferguson can keep Nick Mallow behind, Kim Weckett's going to be the biggest beneficiary of all of that. Oh, no, here comes Nick Mallow now. Got an advantage off the wall, and he's going to take P2 off Jack Ferguson. If he doesn't send it too wide into the corner, he does, but he gathers that up very nicely, and Nick Mallow now is in second place over Jack Ferguson. Wow, that was for P1 and 2. They found himself now in second and third. Poor old Jack Ferguson's gone from first to third in a lap, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very well done by the both of them, though. Nick Mallow did the right thing to redress that position, but now Kim Weckett will be half shitting himself. He's probably got about 2 laps to go in this race, and yeah, anything can happen. Oh my goodness gracious me. How the tables have turned, or how the turns have tabled, says Taco in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. I could not agree anymore. 1.3 seconds is the advantage to Kim Weckett over Nick Mallow. With 2 laps left in this race, ladies and gentlemen, the battle for the lead is on like Donkey Kong here. Brian's cousin is in 5th place and doing a very nice impression to get himself $5 million in the bank. Won't be an impression at all. He'll be getting that sent over from Ireland in Brian's cousin. Will he at the moment? But this is where we want to look, ladies and gentlemen. What's happened to Jack Ferguson? Has he yeeted it into the wall? I think he has. Jack Ferguson, unforced error. He's been rattled. And James Claypole, the iron rod, is in 3rd place, and a distant 3rd place at that. But still, a podium for Claypole. He'll be absolutely loving this tonight. He'll be very, very happy with his final race of the season. Gets it all together here. But this is where we want to look. This guy here, all the pressure is on Kim Weckett at the moment. It's under a second now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final lap of the evening. Is Nick Mallow going to have a dive or have a crack here at Kim Weckett? I'm not sure what happens here. These two race each other in GT Club. Kim Weckett is a GT Club affiliate league a competitor here at AK Racing. And he's just done the fastest lap of his race, a 26 dead. Nick Mallow's done a 25.7 though. So 3/10 away is Kim Weckett off the pace. He just needs to keep it together for the final lap of the race here at Simsational TV, AK Racing. This is going to be awesome stuff here by the both of them. Wow. I could not believe it. Oh, no! That's it! Kim Weckett's out! Has he been hit? He has not been hit. He's unforced errored himself. And Nick Mallow is going to take the win here at AK Racing for the final race of the night. Kim Weckett, Pressure Point Motors, has just yeeted it into the wall and given himself the biggest lose of his lifetime, I would say, in the sim racing department. He had the kids in the chat. He had the family in the room saying he was in P1. It lasted about 2 minutes. And there he goes. Kim Weckett in 2nd place. Nick Mallow in 1st. Jack Ferguson has somehow got into 3rd place. The iron rod's come a cropper again. Jake Buttigieg has now got a very angry gaggle of cars behind him because Andrew Ferguson now is all over the back of him with Brian's cousin there in 7th place. Brian's cousin was in 5th and he's found himself in 7th after all of that. Bit of positional changes here all through the grid before the final lap ticks over. This is it. The white flag is out. Who's going to get in front of everyone here? I'm not sure if Andrew Ferguson's going to get the move on Jake Buttigieg for the final time around the turn 8. Oh, Jesus is close here by the 2 of them. Look out, Brussels Sprout. The Army versus the geographer teacher, or the geographical engineer, sorry, in Andrew Ferguson. Look at this. They're both having a good crack here. Nick Mallow's won the race. Kim Weckett's come 2nd. Jack Ferguson will take 3rd place in just a few seconds because the iron rod was nearly going to take 3rd off him. Well, there you go, 3rd and 4th done. Buttigieg's going to survive here. I think Andrew Ferguson is going to get 6th. Brian Cousins going to get 7th. So that is it. All over. Oh, no, what's happened there? What's happened to Jake Buttigieg? Did he lose? He lost the position there. He must have missed shift. Andrew Ferguson's taken 5th off him. Dead heat there. But this is the man of the moment and the man of the series, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very well done and a big congratulations to Nick Mallow. He has won the championship and won the race for the final time in the Porsches. This is the way to send him off. Oh, geez, I don't know about his donut skills. What's going on there, Nick? You need to bump up on that sort of stuff, mate. That's embarrassing. But nonetheless, Nick Mallow is your season champion. We had the question mark on him to see if he could do it. And if you remember what we said at the start of the season, could he do it in the 86s? Yes. Could he do it in the Porsches? Well, that tick right there is going to be mirrored onto the Porsche Carrera Cup Challenge, and he has done that. Very, very well done by Nick Mallow. He's a 2-time and 2 in a row winner for the Wednesday Cup seasons we've had in succession. Can he make it a 3rd in the next series that we've got coming up? Who bloody knows? But well done to Nick Mallow. Now he can get the donuts in. He's finally found it. It's all happening here. He's just got clipped there by someone else, so he made the donuts a bit more fantastic than what they generally are. An excellent result. After all, that was some exciting stuff. Kim Weckett had it in the bag, didn't have it in the bag, then he had it in the bag, and then he lost it again. Unforced error. Has to settle for 2nd. Jack Ferguson, 3rd position in the Fergo household. He's got the chockies on the old man. James Claypole in 4th. Andrew Ferguson, the old man we just spoke of, in 5th. Jake Buttigieg in 6th, and Jason McFadden, Coleman, Mole, and Fabian Fitness round out your top 10 for the final event and the final time we see these Porsches here in the Wednesday Cup for 2024. Will we see them back again? I think we will. This has probably produced the best racing that we've ever seen, and some very quick drivers around here at AK Racing. William Bullock in 11th, great place for him. Ollie Longley in 12th, Banana Rama in 13th, Waters Brown round out your top 15. Waterboy, Bullock, Pierce, Bensley, Nielsen, Mitchell, Pinkney, Coates, Cook, the two Cooks, Linus Stern, Pine, DeLuca, Nielsen, Clements, and Panna. Round out your last positional places on the grid. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to have called the Wednesday Cup season with you all here in the YouTube land. Thank you very, very much for watching with me, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it, and the V8s are our next big thing coming up here at AK Racing, so don't go anywhere with that. But a massive thank you to our Patreon supporters that we have seen here at Simsational TV. It's absolutely fantastic, and we thank you very much. You all know who you are, and you were broadcast at the start of the stream. Brandon Pierce, Chris Pinkney, Fabian Fitness, and don't tell me I've forgotten the last one. Holy mackerel. Nathan Hughes as well. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, gents, for supporting the channel. But that has been it here at AK Racing and Simsational TV for the night and for the season here at Wednesday Cup. Wednesday Cup will be back in a couple of weeks' time, so don't you worry about that. But on the 7th of July, ladies and gentlemen, so 11 days from now, will be the first V8 Supercar round that we will have. It is a Premier League here at AK Racing. Simsational TV will be all over it like a fly to a piece of poo. Don't you worry about that. It is going to be exciting stuff. Who's going to take the championship in that? Nick Mello won the championship last time around for season 11, so season 12 is going to be a belter. Stick around for that. But for now here at Simsational TV, it's a big thank you and a very good night to you all. I've loved calling every moment. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and we will always love you forever on that front. I've been Zach O'Reilly, as always, and I will always be that person. And it's a good night from myself here at Simsational TV. Big thank you again for all of our supporters and all of the Australian bands that have got on board with us tonight to be part of the broadcast. Loved every second of it. Thank you again. Love yous, leave yous, and we'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks at the V8 Supercars. Bye for now.